So in production and operation management, the chapter 5 concentrates mainly on the maintenance and waste management. So these are the two topics under chapter 5, that is a separate. Maintenance management is a separate one and waste management is a separate one. So maintenance, always if you're going with any individual organization, it plays a vital role where it is important because each and the production capacity of the organization is completely dependent on these two things. That is mainly with the maintenance, how the organization is able to maintain the various aspects, and how they are able to manage is the waste of the whatever the waste which is occurring in the organization. So first let's concentrate mainly on the maintenance, then after completing with the maintenance we will go with the waste management. So first let's learn what is maintenance. Maintenance is a function of production management that is concerned with the day-to-day problem of keeping the physical plant in good working condition. So it is a function of production management. So as I told, mainly if you are going with each and every production organization, maintenance plays a vital role. So why? Because maintenance of our equipments, maintenance of the machineries, maintenance of furnitures, building, or it may be a plant layout, plant, and whatever the motor vehicle or any assets, always it plays a vital role. So it is involved with day-to-day activities of the production. So means whatever the day-to-day problems which occurs in the organizations, mainly a small repair in the machineries, maintenance of the floor area, maintenance of the building, maintenance of the equipments, all these things, what happens, it comes under the maintenance. So here the maintenance is done only on the physical plant to be in a better or good working condition. So yeah, why do we require a maintenance is because whatever the physical plants, that is a machineries, equipments, buildings, all these things to be in a better working condition or to be in a good working condition, we require a maintenance. So next we are having is a meaning of maintenance management. It is concerned with planning, organizing and directing the resources in order to control the availability and performance of the industrial plants to some specified level. So it is always a planning. So what we are supposed to plan? So here we are going to plan the activities. Here what activities? That is mainly related to the production activities. Then organizing the things, so where the particular machineries has to be arranged, equipments has to be arranged, how the raw material has to be arranged, so all it has to be organized. Then directing the resources in order to control the availability. Here we are supposed to direct the resources, mainly the raw materials, mainly the human resources, or it may be the financial resources, or it may be technological resources. All these resources has to be controlled in the right way, for the means it has to be directed as well as it has to be controlled in the one individual organization to achieve the specific task at a specified level. So if we are supposed to achieve a specific task at a specific level, we require a proper maintenance management. So next we are having is a scope of maintenance. So if you are coming for the scope of maintenance, there are various scopes. So let's first know the maintenance of existing plant and equipment. Maintenance is having a scope only for the existing plants and equipments. So in case if the assets has already sold, or if it is a scrap, or in case if you are purchasing any machine or equipments in the future, so it is not applicable. It is applicable only whatever the plants and equipments which are presently in the organizations. So existing which are used in the organization, only for these things the maintenance is applicable. Next we are having equipments inspection and lubrication. So always the maintenance helps in equipments inspection, means inspecting the equipments, machinery on a regular basis, mainly on a day-to-day basis, or it may be on a regular, that is maybe once in a week, 15 days, or once in a month. Inspection of the equipments as well as lubrication. So why the lubrication has to be done is because the lubrication helps in the smooth functioning of the machinery as well as to have the smooth functioning of the any equipments. Third point, utilities generation and distribution. It helps in generating the utilities. So always whenever if you are looking at the mainly the maintenance, it not only maintains with maintenance, but it also helps in utilities generation and distribution. So what utility it is going to generate? It is going to generate the various utilities which are happening in the organization, mainly with the electricity, or it may be the air, or it may be with the various products. All the utilities, what happens to generate in a right manner and to distribute the utilities among the overall organization in the same manner, we require a proper maintenance. Fourth point, salvage. Always if you are going, it comes under the secondary function, that is salvage is nothing but whatever the scrap, whatever the product which is to have the more salvage value of the particular product or a machinery or a equipment, we require a proper maintenance. If you are able to maintain the machinery or equipments in a right way, if you are regularly servicing it, and if you are able to manage for a longer period in a good working condition, then you can get a right salvage value. Otherwise what happens is like the salvage value is not going to be the right one. For example, if you're going with the organizations, if they are using, let's consider as a motor vehicle. So if they are regularly servicing the motor vehicle, if they are keeping the motor vehicle in a right condition, working condition, if there is no accidents occurred with the particular vehicle, so the salvage value or the resale value of the particular motor vehicle, it will be selling at a very good cost. So in case if it is not maintained in the right way, then what happens is like the price will be always very lesser. Next we are having is a property accounting. So if we are having a right maintenance, we can do the right property accounting. What property? So it may be the building, machinery, equipments, or it may be the plant. All these things we can do the right accounting. Why? Because always whenever we are calculating the depreciation, so on the basis of the maybe on the basis of the straight line method or on the basis of the return down value method, we calculate the depreciation. So here whenever if your working condition of the machineries or equipments are right in the right way, so here always the property can be valued at a higher cost. Next one we are having is a disposal. So waste disposal, if you're going with the waste disposal, always waste disposal plays a vital role in any production and organization, that is production organization. Why? Because if you are not disposing the waste in a right way, it may cause the severe problems in industry. If you are going with the hospitals, these hospitals, what happens, whatever the hospitals, they are not supposed to dispose their waste outside. They are supposed to segregate the waste on the basis of the things, and they are supposed to provide only for the recycling organization. So even in industries also, whatever the waste, so if you are going with the example of the chemical waste, if you are going with the nuclear industry itself, whatever the nuclear waste which is generated by the nuclear power plant company, they are not supposed to dispose outside. So here they are supposed to create a particular hole. They are supposed to dug around 10 to 15 feet of land. Then they are supposed to put the nuclear waste inside the land. Then they are supposed to make the land filled, covered. Upper layer should be covered with the sand. So even it helps in making the proper waste disposal. Next, plant protection, including fire protection. If you are having a proper maintenance management, it can help in protecting the organization through, that is through from the fire or any other accidents, we can able to protect the organization. Then next point we are having is the new installation of equipments and building. So it also helps in the new installation of equipments and building. So whatever the new machineries you are installing, or whenever you are constructing new buildings, or whenever you are investing the whenever you are installing the crane, all these things, what happens, it will come with the scope of the maintenance. These are the various scopes of the maintenance. Next we are having is the impact of poor maintenance. So first one, we are having production capacity. If the organization is not having the right maintenance, the production capacity can be decreased. How it is going to be decreased is, if you are not maintaining the machinery in a right way, if you are not using the equipments in a right way, if you are not servicing the machineries or changing the spare parts, the production capacity is not going to be the same. Why? Because the machinery cannot function for a longer period, so it may break down. So that's the reason the production capacity may decrease. Second point, production and service quality. So if there is a poor maintenance, it is going to affect on the product quality as well as the service quality. Means whatever the product we are going to produce, so it will be not the same quality oriented. With that, even the service quality is not going to be the same service quality whenever if there is a poor maintenance. Third point, employee or customer safety. So if there is a poor maintenance, so the safety measures towards the employee as well as the customers, we cannot take the right decision. If you're going with the pharmaceutical industry itself, there are various safety measures which are taken by the pharmaceutical industry towards the employee also. Why? Because they are working with the pharmaceutical industry, the chemical reaction may also affect on the employees. That's the reason they are supposed to be packed with the complete kit, PPD kit. So where their complete body, even the uniforms and all the things, they are not supposed to be disposed outside. So it is a various things. Even if the people who are working with the chemical industries, and even in case if the employees who are working with the forging industry, they are supposed to wear the helmet, they are supposed to wear the jackets, they are supposed to wear the industrial shoes, so gloves, all these things which are the safety measures which has to be taken. All these things comes under the maintenance. Then customer safety. If they are having a proper maintenance, they can look forward towards the customer safety, and this customer safety towards the customer product also we can concentrate. Fourth point, we are having customer satisfaction. So if we are having if there is a poor maintenance, then the customer will be not satisfied with the service or a product what the company is providing. For example, if you are not concentrating more on the packing of the products, if you are not providing the right services, if you're going with the example of restaurant or restaurants, if the organization is not providing, if the maintenance is not good, if they are not cleaning the table on a regular basis, if they are not cleaning the area, or it may be the seating area, as well as all the things, what happens, like this will be affecting on the customer satisfaction. So the customer will be not interested to visit the restaurant once again. So it is also a impact. Fifth point, production cost. Whenever there is a poor maintenance, the production cost of the product is going to increase. So whenever the production cost increases, so it will be influencing mainly on the product cost. So whenever the product cost increases, even the selling price also increases. So whenever the selling price increases, it will be affecting on the other aspects.